Welcome students. Our next topic is very important, and this is projectile motion. Very important question. Projectile motion. So first see the definition. When anybody thrown in space such that it moves under influence of gravity. If I throw any stone in space, then it will go up against gravity and come down. It means it will maintain the parabolic of projectile. That motion is called what? Projectile motion. When anybody thrown in space such that which moves under influence of gravity, such type of motion is called projectile motion. It could be studied in two ways. First, when anybody thrown from any height, you throw from any multi-story building a stone as like this, u velocity. This is first case. And second case is very important. When anybody thrown from earth by some angle what? Theta, it will go up and come down. Both motion is called projectile motion. When you body throw the body by u velocity, it will come down as like this. So this is the when body thrown from any height. This is the body when thrown by some angle theta. So there are two cases. So today we will do one case. When anybody thrown from some height. Okay, so it is clear now. So let's suppose anybody thrown from some height with u velocity, and after some time it will come down. Come down. Let's suppose this height is what? H, and the coordinates, let's suppose this velocity is u. After some time it velocity become vx, this become vy, and distance is this distance x dimension, that distance is what? Come on, y dimension. A resultant velocity is v, and this angle is what? This angle theta from x. This angle is theta. So when any body thrown from some height h with u velocity, having velocities, final velocities are vx and vy, angle theta, and the position coordinates are x and what? Y. So first we will prove that it is a parabolic motion. So start, we know that in two dimension, in x dimension and in y dimension. So first, s is equal to ut plus 1 upon 2 at square. This is the main formula. For x dimension, x is equal to u. In x dimension, velocity is u times t plus g is equal to 0. You better know, in x dimension g is equal to 0 because g work in up and down. In y dimension, not x dimension, so it will be what? 0. So only you will get x is equal to ut. So t is equal to x upon u. Equation number first, we have to apply formula s is equal to ut plus 1 upon 2 gt square. G is equal to 0, so only you will get t is equal to x upon u. Similarly, this formula could written in y dimension. Y is equal to, you can see there, u is the velocity in x dimension, and we are thinking about y. So u will be what? 0 plus 1 upon 2, what we get here? Gt square. So y is equal to 1 upon 2 gt square. And what value of t? We got the value of t here. Y is equal to 1 upon 2 g. T square is x square upon u square. You better know these quantity are constant. G is constant, u is constant by some constant velocity. So you will get, let's suppose this constant is what? A. So formula we get y is equal to ax square. This is the formula parabola. That's why we can say that this projectile motion is parabolic. Y is equal to ax square is parabola. Hence it is a parabolic motion. Are you getting the point? So this is the first point. You have to prove that, so that projectile motion is parabolic. Okay. Now flying time. How much time it will take to hit the earth? That time is called flying time. Flying time. That is called capital T. So very easy. S is equal to ut plus 1 upon 2 at square. So what is s? You better know height is h. It is thrown from h height is equal to not u, because we are thinking about y dimension and u is in x dimension. So it will be 0 plus 1 upon 2 what? Gt square. So what about t? T square is equal to 2h upon g. So capital T, flying time, is equal to under root 2h upon g. If height is given, you can get the flying time. Okay, so this is your flying time. Next, what is the value of range? Next point is range. So what is range? Range. We can find the range. Range is distance, just like distance. The distance is equal to velocity into time. So range r is equal to what a velocity? How much velocity is u for range? And what time? Just we got under root 2h upon g. This is the formula for range. We got the value. How much time it will take? Under root 2h upon g. This is called flying time. So velocity into distance. So velocity into time, that is called what? Range. And r is equal to u into under root 2h upon g. If u is given, h is given, you can find the value of what? Range. Okay. Next, final velocity. Okay, are you getting the point? Final velocity. So it could be result up to, so v is equal to, as you know, v is equal to under root what? Vx square plus vy square. So what are value of vx? V is equal to u plus at. So vx is equal to only u. You better know in x dimension u is there, and gt, g is 0 in x dimension, so it will be only u. And vy is equal to u is 0 in y dimension. You better know u is the in x dimension. We are thinking about y. So u 0 plus only what? Come on, gt. So what we get here? V is equal to under root u square plus g square t square. This is the velocity, resultant velocity. Okay. Last point. Last point is there, and last point is called direction. So you better know tan theta is equal to vy upon vx. So tan theta is equal to vy. What a value of vy? Just we got vy is what? Gt upon vx is u. So theta is equal to tan inverse gt upon u. So this is all about your projectile motion when anybody thrown from some any height with initial velocity what? U. So okay, that's all for today.